But a few months ago, we decided to get together and work on Black History Month again for this coming year, 2022. And when we sat down as an entrepreneurial council and we wanted to decide on what we were going to talk about, what's going to be this year's theme, and what should we celebrate and what should we acknowledge. And one of the areas we thought about was Black joy. And what does it mean to you on the job every day, walking to Flik, coming to work? We know that having peace at work and feeling comfortable at work is one of the prime answers that we receive from a lot of employees. What's really important for them is when it comes to Black joy. But hosting a panel like this and encouraging employees to have open conversations is the start. That's the start. And we have to keep that going. We have to keep open dialogue going. We have to keep the conversation going because you don't get change without conversation and dialogue. But here's what Black joy on the job means to me, and what I would like for everyone to take away from this conversation about Black joy. What does it mean to me when you come to work every single day and you know that you got a company and you got an entrepreneurial council behind you and you have DIAC behind you and you have the CEO, president of the company behind you? To me, that's the beginning of Black joy. And that's joy coming to work, able to address the workplace equity. What I mean by that, knowing that you have options, you have growth, you have people that's going to hear you, people that's going to recognize you, a management team that values your work, and also sometimes it's just a matter of just getting a good pat on the back when you leave and work every day, recognizing and understanding that people are going home to kids and children, and how can we uplift them, make them feel good about the day's work and going home. When I look at what does Black joy mean to me, that's Black joy, when I can go home every day and I feel good about my job and what I accomplished, and that my managers and people above me are actually recognizing me and looking out for me. Black joy, again, another thing to take away from this conversation today, that we have, when we're talking about Black and brown people in Flik and in our company, we have a great mentorship program, an accelerated program. I know Erica Lee mentioned it early on. But once again, when you come to work every day and you're thinking about, wow, there is a mentorship, there is an accelerated program. You may not be a part of it today, but you want to be a part of it eventually. Hey, that's joy. That's knowing that that's there, knowing that that's available to you. Once again, that's just joy coming to work. Empowering growth and development, working with colleges, investing on skills and scholarships. One thing that one colleague of ours in the Entrepreneur Council, Rhonda Blake, she's working on that. She worked endlessly to get that up and running along with the team. Once again, knowing that that's available, that's Black joy. That's Black joy for everyone in the company. And I'm not only talking about Black and brown employees, I'm talking about just everyone. You know that you're a part of a great company that's doing great things in your community to encourage and embellish growth. Investing in the racial equity fund. We have a CEO, President Scott Davis, who's really put forward an investment in the Entrepreneurial Council in DIAC to make sure that we're leaving a culture in this company that, once again, that may not have been there a few years ago, but now it's there and we're growing. And he's willing, and he invests in racial equity. And that's all I can really say about that. I think that's just phenomenal that we have people that's behind what we're about to accomplish in this company and changing the culture. And then last, we have a few new members, Jenna Carpenter and Elsie, learning, and they've encouraged us to, in the monthly newsletter, to add film, art, and history as once again, improving on Black joy, embellishing on Black joy. Here's something that we're adding in the newsletter: learning through film, art, and history. Once again, when I look at that, at the end of the day, that's what I'm saying is Black joy. So with that said, let's just keep it going. Let's keep the conversation going. I encourage us to have more of these discussions in the future, maybe not every month, but it can happen more often than it has in the past. That's it for me, Akasha. Thank you, everyone, and thank to the panel. You guys were incredible, incredible.
Black joy isn't about erasing the difficulties of the Black experience, but showing the whole truth by creating balance. Black joy is a form of resistance.
Black joy is like a symphony. Each note that bounces off of each other makes a beautiful story.
I feel Black joy in the little things. It's the brushing of my natural hair. It's the feel of the sun on my skin when I'm at the beach, celebrating and cheering for Black people when they are excelling.
Black joy means to me being proud of my family history and their heritage. I came from a family of chefs. My grandmother was an excellent cook, although she only received a third-grade education. And my mom was an excellent cook too. Learning to cook for family is something I always value.
I find Black joy in fashion, being able to represent African ways of knowing and culture in the way I dress. Black joy to me is also portrayed in the food we prepare, the African dishes.
Black joy is teaching my boys to be good people first, then tackling the harder race subject later. Black joy is being able to be a positive influence to my boys, just as my parents was to me, allowing them to be kids first, riding their bikes and doing their science experiments together.
Black joy is not being ashamed of my Black culture that's embedded in my mind and heart, from the way we speak to the way we think, the way we love, and our history.
Black joy is a celebration of life and endless opportunities to be successful. In order to experience any kind of joy, there must be a peace within yourself to extend positivity to others.
Black joy has helped me navigate the experience of Black America.
My Black experience in America is my sense of community, freedom to decide, freedom of speech. As a Black woman, being able to have a job and a career that provides financial freedom is a plus.
The world may be working against us, but in face of that, it is really an activist movement for Black people to still choose and find joy.
Always stand up for something. Embrace the skin that you're in and believe in tomorrow's dreams. That's what Black joy means to me.